It was the worst episode in Monday Night Raw history. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. The morning after the night before. It is currently 5 minutes past 1 here in the United Kingdom, brother. I went to bed about 5. I've been up for about 2 hours, man. I cannot, right, and I actually genuinely mean this. I cannot wrap my head around how fucking bad it's become. Honestly, like, you compare that show to, like, say the Netflix premiere. Look what you got on the Netflix premiere, right? You got a Cena promo, Taker appeared, Hulk Hogan had a promo, Triple H was there, The Rock was there, cut his own promo, come out during a Solo Sikoa Roman Reigns match, right? You had loads of, CM Punk, etc., etc. Chef frickin' Rollins in a match, and it's like, what has happened, man? They clearly gave up on, I remember, man, going into 2025, Netflix, they're going to try and go all out for this, they're going to do this. Look at the state of that Raw last night, man. And I apologise, there's not even going to be a structure to this video. I am just all over the place. I mean, look at that. Look at the actual look at every feud going into Mania from a Raw perspective, right? Oh, the women's triple threat. I seen someone comment, oh, the psycho, the madness, and the beautiful going into WrestleMania triple threat. I can't wait. Referring to Io Sky. I mean, some of them would probably, the beautiful, referring to one of the 3 men in the main event. But anyway, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, right? Look at this state of that. That's a match that people want in the main event. And look at the build-up to it. You know what I mean? We've pushed Io Sky in the face for 3 weeks in a row. Here's an idea. How about on the go-home show to WrestleMania, how about we just get these 3, right? And they all cut some of the shitest promos backstage ever, and we'll do it in one take so it's cheap. Io Sky, we are broken English. Bianca Belair can just repeat, oh honey, I am the EST. How many fucking times does that need to turn around and say that in a promo? And I'm getting my teeth. And then Marilyn Manson 2.0, man. This is my brutality. Just repeating the same pish that we have heard for weeks and years. Alright? Weeks, months, years. You know it, and I know it, jabronis, alright? That is it. I mean, honestly, like, where is the stories, man? They repeat the same thing for 3 weeks in a row. I'm going to enter this match because I'm Rhea bloody Ripley, and I signed on the dotted line. I deserve it. Alright, Rhea, reel it in. And that meme of Triple H, man, rubbing his nose up against her nose. What is going on in this company? But anyway, that's that match settled. Shite. Just repeating their catchphrases that they've done for the last couple of years. Oh, that's brilliant. You know what I mean? It's as great as, can you smell what the Rock is cooking? And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. If that's all those two did, right, going into Mania 15, 17, and 19, we would never in a million years look as fondly back at that trio of matches, right, than we do right here, right now. That's the reality. Each year had a different story, all right? Absolutely. Now it is so fucking bad beyond belief. I give up, right? Then you look at Jey Uso and Gunther last night, right? Exact same pish as the women, apart from the actual fact they were out there. Hey Jey, the nipples. I haven't took a bath for 37 years, but 2 weeks ago I took a bath in your brother's blood. I am always in control. The nipples are erect for you, Jey Uso. The nipples are erect. Jey Uso comes out. Well, I've already said what I wanted to say to Gunther last week, so down since day one. What in the flying fuck are we doing here? Imagine you're watching a TV show, right? And technically, I mean, this is the main feud on Raw. You know what I mean? It's the world title. It should be, even though there's a triple threat match. But yeah, they're kind of cross brands, aren't they? Anyway, this should be the main feud on Raw, right? So for the world title. So the world title match should be the main feud. It really fucking should be. But imagine you're watching a TV show, right? And like 2 groups are rivaling, or 2 people, right? They say stuff to each other in episode 12, for example, because you usually get 13 episode seasons, right? And then episode 13 comes around, the season finale, make no mistake about it, because this is like the I mean, I guess you could say this is like episode 12, but you get my point, right? And imagine like one of the guys is like, well, I've already said what I wanted to say to you last episode or yesterday, so there's no point in me even doing this, mate. It would be like, how anticlimactic. And like, Jey so I don't think enough gets made, man, of Pat McAfee and Michael Cole doing Yeaton on the announce table. It turns my stomach. It makes me want to... See, last night when they were doing it, man, I grabbed the laptop, and I genuinely, I near fucked it through the TV, man. I honestly, I did. It was like a fit of rage, but I held myself back. I went, nah, I can't be arsed doing that. It's a lot of money down the drain, even if you are in the West Wing. But yeah, that's their feud going into Mania. Jey Uso coming out. It doesn't matter if my brother's on life support. Doesn't matter if he's near dead. Doesn't matter if he's this and that. I'll just come out and dance with the crowd down since day one-ish. This is me, us. It is just absolutely crap, to say the least. You know what I mean? Like, it just takes the seriousness well out the feud. When you've got something like this. You know what I mean? Look at the past when people have been like took out with injuries. Could you imagine if they turned around and did stuff like this? You know what I mean? Like serious injuries. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Honestly, it is some of the stupidest shite you'll ever see in your puff. How, like, we're supposed to take this world title serious, right? When Jey Uso is coming out dancing, not giving two shits, and going, yeet, man, down since day one-ish, this is me, us. It's just, what are we doing, man? Honestly, like, how is it genuinely that bad? How is that the go-home show to Mania? At least 2 weeks ago, you had Gunther battering Jimmy Uso, right? He battered him and he smothered his blood over him. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it was great or all that good, but fuck me, man. Better than what you got last night, right? Then what other stuff did you get? Paul Heyman, Punk puts his arm around him. Roman, no, Paul, Sacramento, what fat walrus betrayed me? It was a favour. What do I get out of this favour, Paul? 3 guys in a WrestleMania main event feuding over a 65-year-old man. I mean, I just cannot. Honestly, I just cannot stand this, man. I honestly can't. Part of me thinks it's a rib. There's no way Triple H is booking this. There's no way they book that Raw, right? The final script is in place and they're like, yeah, that gets us on the road to WrestleMania, man. No way. Like, there just can't be. There has to be some, like, hidden agenda here. Now, he did say that he thinks that Triple H is purposely booking all these guys bad, so therefore no one can be seen as better than Triple H, right? But what the thing is, I don't think it matters how good you book these current guys. They're never, in a month of Sundays, going to be anywhere near the guys of the past. Whether it be like the Attitude Era, whether it be Ruthless Aggression Era. It would take so much for them to even get remotely close to them. I just can't believe how the mighty have fallen, man, with professional wrestling. You know, and you've got these 3 in the ring, right? Just spewing absolute garbage. You know, but look, Seth Rollins, he recreated the steel chair shot from 11 years ago. Is that all they've got? You know what I mean? Is that genuinely all they've got? Moments in the past that McMahon booked? Because it sure feels that way. Like, honestly, like, how pathetic's that? Oh, Seth Rollins hit me in the back with a chair like he did 11 years ago. Like, 11 years ago. You know, like, what are we doing? See, back in the day, man, they only whipped out stuff from the past as, like, a comedic angle. You know what I mean? Or 2 old foes, like, having a backstage thing. Like, I remember, like, Rock and Austin looking at each other, like, in 2011. Sort of thing. And, you know, I remember Rock and Triple H did it in, like, 2014. See, this stuff, man, it's just like, well, what are we genuinely doing here? You know what I mean? Like, what is the end game of this? Like, oh, look, he hit me with a steel chair. Oh, Like, you look at that Raw for last night, right? And you tell me, where is the memorable moments, folks? Where is the moments, right? In 5 years from now, you could be doing anything. You could be taking a shit. You could be in a restaurant. You could be at your own wedding. I don't care where you are. You know what I mean? When are you ever going to get reminded of anything that happened on this show? Never. Not in a month of Sundays. Are you going to fucking think of any of this, man? You know what I mean? You could Rey Mysterio against Grande Americano, alright? A match that would not look out of place, right? On like a brand exclusive SmackDown, you know, from like 2005 or like, you know, 2016, 17, right? And that isn't me burying that era of ruthless aggression or hell, even wrestling like, you know, 9 or 8 years ago. What I'm saying is, see the Rey Mysterio against him. I think it's an alright match, but that should never be on WrestleMania. Like, the showcase of the Immortals. It's Rey Mysterio against Chad Gable in a mask. That's all it is, man. But that is B-level pay-per-view written all over it. Why, in the name of Christ, does it get put on WrestleMania? I just don't understand it, man. Honestly, I'm and then I think the worst of the lot, the War Raiders taking on the New Day. Oh, we've had a decade of utter world domination. Have you, Ivar? Have you, Eric? I think Ivar and Eric are smoking crystal meth if they genuinely believe that. It's just like, where's this decade of world domination? I'm pretty sure they got released. They went through about 20 fucking name changes, right? I just don't get it. Like, see the Dudleys, man. Like, I know the Dudleys are, for me, the greatest tag team of all time, right? But they formed in, like, what, 97, I believe it was, like, with Devon and Bubba Ray. Hell, it might have been late 96, who knows? But see if they claim that in 2007, Dudleys are absolutely bang on the money, man. They are. I don't care what you say. That's a decade of domination. So many tag titles across so many companies. I mean, ECW, WCW, WWE, like TNA. I'm sure they held the belts in Japan at some point in that period as well, and other championships. And it's like, Ivar and Eric, they're that good, world domination, that they don't even get to. They don't even get to appear on Raw half the time. You know, you look at the Dudleys, look at the angles. You know, the memorable moments with Bubba Ray doing the stutter, and The Rock going, but it doesn't matter, then punching him. You've got them powerbombing women through tables, the powerbomb on Mae Young through a table. You've got the iconic, you know, the 3Ds through the table, the triangle ladder matches, the TLC matches. Oh man, just so many countless and great moments, great matches. You know what I mean? They really help. You know, try and put over the Alliance, because the Dudleys were a great tag team, and you know, I couldn't really imagine the Alliance fit the Dudleys in the year 2001, because it really gave that, you know, side of things a good team. And it's like, I just don't understand it, man. Honestly, I don't. I just think it's absolute crap. How much we've fallen off here. Like, that was a WrestleMania go home show. And make no mistake about it, that's the worst one. That is absolutely the worst one, man. I've honestly never ran out of words here. My throat's sore. I don't know. I actually genuinely can't believe how bad it's become. How bad it's become. I just lost for words. It genuinely feels like Triple H is ribbing all of us. You know what I mean? And then we know on Friday, SmackDown is like a glorified pre-show for Mania, because you get like the tag title match, you get the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but you'll get John Cena and Cody Rhodes, and guess what, folks, it'll be shite. The worst WrestleMania of all time, the worst build to WrestleMania, and they're literally putting on like the worst weekly shows of all time, which obviously sums up what's going to happen, folks, right, next year, when CM Punk is probably injured or something. Cena won't be there. You know what I mean? Like, what's genuinely going to happen in like 10 years' time when these guys that we don't even consider that good, like Roman Reigns, Rollins, right? Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. What happens to all them when they're into like getting into their 50s? What's the game plan? No, genuinely, man, I need to know. I need to know what the fucking... I don't know. Just that Raw, man. Honestly, man, it's honestly like he did it. It's honestly like he did it on purpose. Like I said earlier, there's no way, right, they can actually sit down, talk about that Monday Night Raw, write that script and go, yeah. I mean, what did Triple H tell us after the Elimination Chamber? Or say to us, does it feel like WrestleMania season now? How much crystal meth is Triple H on? I need to know. Does it feel like WrestleMania season now? No follow-up with The Rock, no follow-up with Travis Scott, not that I really want it, by the way. But like, there's just nothing. There's absolutely nada. Hee-haw. Just, what else happened on Raw last night that I can bury? I mean, Liv Morgan against Bayley. Just a very sloppy match, especially with the outside interference for the other two. Just nothing good about it. You know what I mean? You've got Liv Morgan, who should not be wasted in a tag team feud every day. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously, guys? Like, what in the fuck are we actually playing at here? And in the Fatal 4-Way match with Braun Breaker against those three jobbers. Who cares about that? You know what I mean? And I like Dominic Mysterio, but a lot of people's brought up good points. It's like, how has he got a title match in Mania when all he does is fucking lose? He hasn't won like a match in 7 months. Like, what we do? What? Anyway, I think I've talked too much about this Raw. It's kind of like a Raw burial part 2, but Jesus, I've been going for like 17 minutes. I don't even know what to say. I think we're done. Right, Jake, we'll go back the way. I'm walking the dog here. Come on, we'll go back the way, son. At least he doesn't need to watch it. Anytime Raw comes on, man, he passes out. He can't be arsed with it. Anyway, I'm passing out. I'm done. And just I think we'll probably make a separate vid on this, but WrestleMania weekend, Friday through Monday. We're talking about 30 hours of wrestling, guys. It's like, it's working out about 7.5 hours each day. Can you survive? Because I don't know if I can.